Hi all, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Let's start rebooting work using UiPath. In today's session, we are going to check about jobs. So jobs in studio. So what actually jobs has? So jobs help you to start the job from the studio, from the studios, and then like stop the job from the studio, and used to get the job. So what are kind of jobs is there running or like successful or it is faltered from the orchestrator to the studio. So it used to get the jobs which has been run and those all the status with respect to the status, so it helps to get those particular lists into the studio. Okay, these are the several like activities which will be used in the jobs of a studio. So let's quickly jump to here. So go to the activity panel, search for jobs, so which is a orchestrator activities, right? So this jobs panel you can see only in orchestrator, correct? So what actually it will be doing, so it will be start jobs, stop jobs, and get jobs in the orchestrator. Okay, so what I can do, so usually like how will be running the jobs, right? So you'll be like making a triggers. Okay, so you'll be making triggers and make the bot to run, or else like you can go to the job panel and then you can click on the play button which you are here. Let it get load 1 second. Yeah, so you can click on this play button to like start the jobs, or you'll be using the triggers, or you can run from the assistant. Okay, these are the ways as of now you'll be knowing, right? So one more way, like from the studio you can start the job. Okay, so what I will do, I will just drag this start job. Okay, and then I have to provide the process name which I need to be triggered. Okay, so what you can do, we can just copy this time based trigger which I used in the time based trigger concept. Okay, so just copy this and just in double quotes, just paste the process name. Okay, perfect. Okay, before you are using this start job activity, your process should be published into the like orchestrator, which should be shown in the process tab. Okay, so this is a pre-requirement you have to do before. Okay, before using the start job activity. Okay, then you can give the number of bots. Okay, how many number of execution it was to run. Okay, so I'll just give only one. Okay, so it is an integer, so I was not using a double quotes here. You can see something called as int 32, so which means it takes integer, not a string. So I am just giving as one. Let me save and let me debug. What actually it will do, it will start this particular process. Okay, from with the help of start job command. So what actually it will hit the orchestrator and it will make, hey, this command has been given from the studio, so just start running. Okay, so it will start run from the okay, so you can see over there. Okay, just go to the job panel. Okay, and then so once it is loaded in job panel, just hit and refresh. So it's loading. Yeah, I guess you can see here, right? This is the one which you are triggered now, correct? So it is running in the few seconds ago, right? So if you click on OK, it will make that a successful one. Perfect, right? So you have known one more way, like how to run the particular script, run the particular process from the studio, right? So using the start job, you can run this particular scripts. Okay, perfect. So save, and then so the next thing is get job. So the get job, as I said before, get job is used to get the scripts which are run in the orchestrator. So irrespective to the status. So you can, what I say, irrespective to the status, in the state you can see something called a success, faltered. So let me change the filter to all. Okay, so that you can see several status. You can see success, faltered, and then sometimes it will be terminated. So many status are there, right? So stopped and faltered. So likewise, so irrespective to the status, it will pull each and every like scripts which has run in the job panel and pull and it write in the right line. So if you want in the right line or any source, you can write that particular data. Okay, so just go here. Okay, what I can do, just create an output object, make it as job underscore list. Okay, why job list? So we are going to get a list of jobs, right? So as we discussed, so enumerable, what mean by enumerable? Enumerable will contain the collections of data. Okay, so that's why you use the enumerable. Okay, so since it has more than one data, so it is taking as a enumerable. Okay, so just save. So since we have more data, so how we'll be printing those data? So we have to use for each, right? So with the help of for each, we can print all this data, correct? So what you can do, just make a for each. Okay. So in for each, so what actually you will have to do? So you have to change the type argument to the orchestrator jobs. So what you can do, you can just click here. Okay, so just click on browse for types and search for a orchestrator jobs. So you can see something called as orchestrator job, right? Click on that, click on OK. Perfect. So why I was using orchestrator job? So why not object? So let me show that as well. Okay. Mm, job list. Okay, it will not throw an error, don't worry. So why I was changing it the type, so we have to get the item which is relevant to the jobs, right? So when I click on item and then dot, okay, see it is showing the property one is equal, get hash to, get type is numeric. So this is not a property of a job, right? What is the property of job here? The process name, username, job type, runtime types, status, priority. So these are the attributes of the job. So once you are using this particular get job, so we have to we will be like we will be thinking that so we have to attain any property of the jobs, right? So not like equal or get as to, right? So to get those property, we have to change the type argument as orchestrator job. Okay, once you are clicked here, just click on same dot. So you can see some properties has been changed. Package name, process name, so start time, states, right? So which are the properties of jobs? Okay, so what I will do, I'll just use the process name. So what the process name will do, it will help to get this all process name. Okay, what actually will do, it will get all the process name which is shown here. It will print in the right lane. Okay, so you can see in the output panel. Okay, what I will do now. So before that, I will just comment off this start job. Okay, just save this and debug. What actually it was doing? Get job. So get job is going to get all the jobs in respect to the state. Okay, and then it is going to print with the help of for each. We are iterating to each and everything, and then we are just printing in the right lane. Okay. So yeah, so let me wait for some time so that you can see all the jobs will be printed over here. Okay, so orchestrator test. So we have run so many times. So we can see all kind of jobs, piano, RE framework, and then so yeah, project. So why it is repeating? Why it is repeating? So because those many times you have run this particular scripts. Okay, so demo UI, see all are printed now, right? Perfect. See in this particular job panel, so you have run so many times, right? So like arc sample, how many times you have run? So those many status will be printed over there. Okay. Sounds perfect, right? So it has been printed each and every process names. So there are process name which has been run. Okay. Likewise, you can attain any attributes, not respect to only the process name. Okay. So there are so many attributes. You can go ahead and explore on this. Okay. So there is a package name, so start time, status, even status also you can get. Okay. Environment name, end time. So those things you can play with those. Okay. So let me as of now make it as a process name only. Okay, so you have been got idea, so how to do this using the get job activity, right? So let me jump to the start job. Okay, so start job. So what actually start job means? So if any process is in a running state, okay, it will help you to stop this particular job. So before jumping on to that, okay, so I will just give one more things also, which I left actually. So in the input, which is called as filter, you can apply a filter. Okay, so you can apply a filter only if need only a successful jobs process name need to be printed. So you may be having some criteria, correct? So only like the jobs which are successfully ran, so only I need those names only. Okay. So during those phase, what you can do, you can make this query. Okay, this is a simple query. Okay, just go to the filter panel. Okay, so if you need only successful, you can make it as successful. What actually will do? Only the state which is successful, those names, those process name will be printed on the output. Okay, so let me voluntarily let me make the stopped. Okay, so since stopped is so less, so we'll be getting so less output. Okay, so stopped. Let me save and let me run this. Okay, let me show this as well. So how to make a filter? Okay, so if you need only like particular status, jobs need to be printed on the like right lane, or like you need to get those reports. You can use this in this way. You can filter out it. Okay. So it started running. So let me wait for some time so that okay. So we are getting started getting some things right. Okay, weather report, this thing. Okay. So it what it actually it means. So these are the jobs which has been stopped. Okay. So you can see something called as ACME work list. Okay, it will be printed over there, ACME work list. Okay, so which I have seen there. Okay, ACME work list, right? So what actually it is doing? So it is taking only the stopped jobs. Likewise, you can apply your filter. So based upon the status. So there is many status you can see here, which is pending, running, stopped, terminating, faltered, successful, stopped, suspended, resumed. So likewise, based upon your state which you needed, you can go here, you can go to the studio, and then in filter, in the place of stopped, you can replace it with your particular state name. Okay, that's it. So yeah, let me back to the stop jobs. Okay, start jobs. So start job will help you to stop the particular job, right? So which job can be stopped? Okay, only the running jobs can be stopped, right? So apart from the other states, it cannot be stopped. So only running jobs can be stopped, right? So what actually we can do? So we can voluntarily change the status, okay, to running. Okay, so let me change it as running. Before that, let me find the status name here, running, right? Okay, R caps. Perfect. Okay, running. Super. So we have changed the status. So what actually will do? So this get job will get only the running jobs. Okay. If something is running, okay, if something is so it will get job will help you to get only the running job in the for each. Okay, what it will do? It will iterate to each and every job. So how many jobs is running? So those jobs will be killed over here. So just use the item here. Okay, perfect, right? So what actually will do? So it get job is used to get only the running jobs. Okay, in this job, so it will copy the item. So it will print the job which is in running and it will stop the job. So before that, we have to make some jobs should run, right? Let me enable this. Let me save this and let me run this. So what actually will do? It will stop this particular job. Soon after it start this particular job, so we can get this job using get job. So we'll be printing that particular running job and then it will be stopped. I guess like sounds cool, right? So it will be help you to get we can able to filter like how many jobs. So for example, so in your organization, if you're there, suddenly they're saying just hey, just filter only these particular jobs. So like you can get and go and filter those jobs, right? So see, it has filtered this time-based triggers. Why time-based trigger? So we have started this time-based trigger, right? So you can just don't click OK. Okay, just go here, just go to the job panel and you can just refresh and you can check here. Okay, so just refresh, just click on back. Okay, go here, just refresh. Okay, just let me apply the only filter for today. Okay, so that I can get our record so easily. Okay, so you can see something called as here, right? Stopping. So what mean by stopping? So it is trying to stop this one, right? So why it is stopping? So we have applied this start job command, correct? So since we have applied start job, so it is stopping. Okay, so I guess you got the sense, right? So like how to find out. So apart from this way, so you're not able to get. So if you want to stop any jobs, for sure you have to use the get job. So without get job, you cannot able to find which are the jobs is running, right? So if you want to use the stop job, you have to use the get job, and the get job you have to make apply the filter which is running. So with the help of that, you can use the start job activity. Okay, so and the sorry, stop job activity. So the start job activity is like it does not need any dependency. You can directly copy the process name and you can you can pour over there. Okay, you can punch in on that and you can start. You click on debug so that your start job will start running. But if you are going to use the stop job, you have the dependency that you should use the get job activity in prior, and you have to make a filter that state equal to running so that in your for each it will get only the running job. Okay, and that the stop operation will be performed. Okay, you will be having question, hey, if I was not applying the filter, what will happen? So it will throw an error. Why it should throw error? So if you are not applying the condition which is running, okay, what it will do? So it will take a successful job now. Okay, it will take a so since we are not applying any filters, it will fetch irrespective of the state. So it will fetch the successful state, and it will iterate over here, and it will try to stop the successful job. Since it will not able to stop the successful job, it will throw an error. Okay, to avoid error, what you have to do, you have to apply some filters in the get job itself, that you have to going to get only the running job. So if you're not going to apply the like start job operation, you can go with your any choice. So if you want to only faulted jobs, you can apply over there, and you can make a right line, and you can print it over there. I hope you are very clear about how to use this activities which is in job panel in studio. So how to start job, how to stop job, how to get the list which is running in Orchestrator into the studio. So I hope I guess it is pretty much clear, so that you'll be able to handle with these job actions. Happy learning. Have a good day.